To frame the recently recognized real daughter, the adopted daughter intentionally staged a fall. She intended to use this opportunity to drive the girl out of the house, but she didn't expect her father to react with furious anger. He said that his own daughter was too smart to push her. Then, before the adopted daughter could explain, he severed their relationship. The adopted daughter never expected her loving adoptive father to be so biased, and it all traced back to the girl's mother. Years ago, the girl's mother was kicked out for getting pregnant out of wedlock. For 18 years, she worked tirelessly to raise the girl, falling ill with a terminal disease. Before her death, she handed the girl the information of 7 men, saying one of them was her father. After investigating, the girl found that these 7 men were top figures in various fields. To understand her mother's connections, the girl quickly set out to find her father. Her first target was the country's wealthiest man. The girl calculated the time the tycoon would appear and went to his company, claiming to be his daughter. Her loud commotion caught the tycoon's attention. Upon hearing the girl pretend to be his daughter, he was immediately furious. However, when the girl turned around, he was stunned. She then revealed her mother's name. Upon hearing it, the tycoon immediately called her to his office. After learning about the girl's struggles and her mother's death, the typically decisive tycoon cried like a child. He regretted not finding them sooner. To make up for the years he had missed, he decided to hold a public recognition ceremony in 3 days to reveal her identity. The girl was caught off guard, as she had only wanted to test the tycoon, but she never expected him to trust her so much. To be absolutely sure, the girl secretly took a strand of his hair and asked a friend to send it to the hospital for a paternity test. The next day, the girl anxiously came to collect the results, but as soon as she entered, she saw the tycoon's dark expression. It turned out that from the day she sent the hair, he had bought the hospital. Just as the girl didn't know how to explain, the tycoon suddenly asked, feeling hurt, whether she really didn't want to be his daughter. Unable to bear seeing him so upset, the girl tore up the test report. Fearing she might change her mind, the tycoon immediately moved the recognition ceremony forward and announced her return to the family that very day. The girl was confused as she was led to the makeup room. She worried the tycoon might want to marry her off, so she purposely gave herself a wild hairstyle. When the tycoon saw it, he didn't get angry but instead praised her taste, saying she must have inherited his artistic talent. Thus, the girl appeared at the luxurious dinner with her wild hairstyle. The guests, although laughing and crying, had to reluctantly praise her unique style due to the tycoon's authority. Several rich young men even approached her to strike up a conversation. This soon stirred jealousy in the tycoon's adopted daughter. Seeing her coming towards her, the girl was furious, for the adopted daughter's mother was her own mother's half-sister. It was she who had encouraged the girl's grandfather to drive her mother out of the house. Facing the adopted daughter's provocation, the girl directly mocked her as a fraud. The adopted daughter, enraged, immediately staged a fall. She intended to use this to get the girl out of the house, but when the tycoon saw it, he immediately cut ties with her. The girl was his only daughter, and not only would he not tolerate pushing her, but he would also have no hesitation even if he had to kill the adopted daughter to defend her. After saying this, the tycoon immediately expelled her from the banquet. From that moment on, she was never allowed to step into the house again. News of the tycoon's fierce protection of his daughter quickly made headlines, and this scene was seen from afar by a film emperor. Seeing the girl's familiar face, he immediately ordered all his appointments to be cancelled and rushed to the recognition ceremony, because the film emperor was none other than the girl's long-sought second father.